Hello, students. Today we are discussing the next part of the chapter Globalization. In this, we will discuss about the various facts and features of it. Impact of globalization. There are positive effects of globalization. First one, better quality products for consumers at lower price. Second, there is a wider choice for the consumers. Third, worldwide market for Indian producers. Fourth, helps in capital formation. Fifth, employment outside India. And sixth, access to better technology. There are some negative impacts also. First thing, it brings threat to small local producers. Second, outflow of Indian currency by way of profit to the MNCs. Third, makes the country dependent on others. Fourth, lack of public interest. Fifth, exploitation on employees. And sixth, disrupt the social and cultural life of the people. There are some steps taken by the government. The central and the state governments in recent times taking different steps to attract foreign investment by MNCs and foreign individuals in India, which includes the declaration of SEZ, that is Special Economic Zone, and liberalization of labor laws. Here we talk of the word Special Economic Zone or SEZ. These are some selected areas which are equipped with world-class facilities of electricity, water, roads, storage, recreation, education, etc., where a world-class industry can set up. The companies who set up industry in such areas get a tax relief for the first few years. Then comes the labor laws. The employers in India need obey certain rules that aims to protect the interests of the workers. Recently, the government allows the companies to ignore many rules, which is called as liberalization of labor laws. Liberalization helps the MNCs. Flexibility in labor laws enables the MNCs to ignore some rules that helps the companies in keeping the size of the workforce under control. A company can hire and fire as per the seasonal variation in demand for the workforce. Fair globalizations. Strategies for it. The first point, screening on arrival of goods or services. Second, government support to local companies. Third, strict implementation of labor laws. And fourth, negotiate with WTO for fairer globalization. There are some organizations which facilitate globalization. Among them, the first one is International Monetary Fund or IMF, then the World Bank, and then the World Trade Organization or WTO. Opposition is done by many of the developing countries. Why do we think it is so? The first point, industries in developing countries are not equally developed to compete with the large MNCs. And industries of developing countries who bears heavy tax burden will not be able to compete with the large producers of developed countries supported by the subsidies. Thank you all.